Alright, welcome back to the part 37. Okay, so, I'm gonna continue with the transcripts from AM Mysteries video, so, yeah. Alright, February 3rd. Hi everyone, you are halfway for this week. Your goals for today are to complete your vocab quiz for this week and to work on and turn in any missing work. Your class starters for today is write about something you like to do once the COVID restrictions are lifted. For today, you'll be taking vocab quiz 223.4. A link has been provided you in our slides for today. If you're having difficulty accessing the link, a pin code is available. You should also be working on any missing assignments you haven't completed yet. That's all for today. Have a great rest of your week. February 4th and 5th. Hello again. It's finally Friday. You made it through another week. Your goals for today are to participate in a gallery walk, for your unsolved crimes, research, and projects and to continue reading Shelter. Your class starters for today is what is something you learned while reading Shelter? In class today, we will be holding a virtual gallery walk when you will interact with each other's research projects via Padlet. We will work on an intro activity for Shelter and read chapter 2. Afterwards, we will continue to work on our digital journals. So, yeah. That's all for today. Enjoy your Friday. February 8th and 9th. Hello, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this weekend and you are ready to jump back into American Mysteries. Your goals for today are to read chapter 3 of Shelter and to complete the related journal questions or activities. You will also listen to episode 3 of Serial Podcast if you haven't already done so. Your CS for today is what is something you have learned about Mickey for Shelter? In class today, we will start by working on getting to know you activity. Then we will read or listen to chapter 3 of Shelter and complete the related journal. Questions or activities, we will conclude class by listening to an episode 3 of the Serial Podcast and completing the leaking part activity. That's all for today. Hope you have a great weekend. February 10th. Hi everyone. Your goals for today are to complete your vocab quiz for this week and to work on and turn in any missing work. For your CS for today is today's a free day. You write about whatever you like. For today, you will be taking vocab quiz 23.5. A link has been provided you in our slides for today. If you're having difficulty accessing the link, the link is available. You should always be working on your missing assignments if you haven't done anything lately. That's all for today. Enjoy the rest of your week. 3, 11th, and 12th. Hey there. We are almost finished with this week. By now, we should have some ideas of what the next 2 weeks of school will look like in terms of how we will be going to school. Make sure that you are aware of any changes that you have been made. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask myself or Miss Cole. Your goals for today are to read and listen to Chapter 4 of Shelter and complete the related journal questions or activities. You will also finish listening to Episode 3 of the Serial Podcast. Your CS for today is, what questions do you have about Shelter so far? In class today, we will be working on getting to know the activity, then we will read or listen to Chapter 4 or Shelter and complete the related journal questions or activities. We will conclude class by listening to episode 3 of the Serial Podcast and completing the Linkin Park activity that goes along with it. That's all for today. Enjoy the end of the week. February 16th and 15th. February 15th and 16th. Hello everyone. Hope you are staying warm and found some time to enjoy the weekend. If you aren't already aware, it was announced last week we will remain on a hybrid schedule until after spring break. This gives us a better idea of how to plan out the rest of the quarter. If you have any questions regarding the hybrid schedule, please contact Ms. Culp or myself. Your goals for today are to read or listen to Chapter 5 of Shelter, complete the related journal activities or questions. Your CS for today is which character for Shelter do you find to be the most interesting? In class today, we will be working on a getting to know you activity. Then we will read Chapter 5 of Shelter and complete the related journal activities or questions. After that, you will have the rest of the time class to get caught up on any missing assignments you haven't completed yet. That's all for today. I hope you enjoy your week. February 17th. Hello there. You're halfway through the week. Your goals for today are to complete vocab quiz 24.1 and to get up caught any missing assignments you haven't turned in. Your CS for today is what is your favorite school, appropriate word, and why. For today, you should take the vocab quiz 24.1, sorry. For today, you should take the vocab quiz 24.1. A link is available in our Google Slides for today, as well as on today's It's Learning page. And pin code has also been provided for you if the link doesn't work properly. After you have completed your vocab quiz, your goal should be to complete any missing work that you haven't completed or turned in yet. That's all for Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your week. February 18th to 19th. Hello everyone, it's finally Friday. You made it through the week. Your goals for today are to read or listen to Chapter 6 of Shelter and complete related journal activities or questions. Your CS for today is which mystery featured in Shelter do you think will be answered first? Ashley's disappearance or the truth about Mickey's dad and why? In chapter 6, you will be reading that. In class today, we will be reading or listening to Chapter 6 of Shelter and complete the related journal activities or questions. After that, you will have what's left for class time to work on any missing assignments you haven't completed yet. That's everything for today. Enjoy the end of the week. February 22nd to 23rd. Hello everyone. I hope you took some time and relaxed and enjoyed the weekend. At this time, I would also like to inform you that the deadline for all missing assignments is Wednesday, March 3rd of 3:15 p.m. Your goals for today are to learn about the understand character motivation and motives. Motivation and motives, sorry. You will also read or listen to Chapter 7 of Shelter and complete the related journal activities or questions. Your CS for today is what did you learn about Mickey's family in Chapter 6. In class today, we will begin by participating in a missing lesson about character motivation or motives. Then you will read or listen to the Chapter 7 of Shelter and complete the related journal questions or activities. After that, you will have the rest of the classwork on any missing assignments you haven't completed yet. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your week. February 24th. Hello everyone. You're halfway through the week. Your goals for today are to complete vocab quiz 24.2 and to complete and turn any missing assignments you haven't turned in yet. Your CS for today is what is your favorite book or story and why? For today, you will complete a vocab quiz 24.2. A link is available on our Google Sites for today, as well as on today's It's Learning page. A pin code has also been provided for you if the link doesn't work properly. After you have completed your vocab quiz, your goal should be to complete any missing work that you haven't turned in yet. I would also like to inform you that the deadline for all missing assignments is at Wednesday, March 3rd at 3:15 p.m. That's all for today. Have a great rest of your week. February 25th to 26th. Hello everyone. You made it through another week. At this point, I would like to remind you that the deadline to turn in any missing assignments is that Wednesday, March 3rd at 3:15 p.m. Your goals for today are learn about and understand character motivation or motives. You'll also read and listen to the Chapter 8 of Shelter and complete the related journal activities or questions. Your CS for today is what motivates you. In class today, we will be participating in a mini lesson about chapter motivation or motives. Then you will read or listen to the chapter 8 of Shelter and complete the related journal activities and questions. After that, you will have the rest of your class to work on any missing assignments you haven't completed yet. That's all for today. Enjoy the end of the week. March 1st and 2nd. Hello everyone. I hope you enjoyed the warm weaver. Hope you enjoyed the warm leaving lover. Warm leaving weather. I made that up, which is a warm leaving weather. Hello everyone. I hope you enjoyed the warm leaving weather this past week and were able to spend more time not worrying about school. For today, your goal is to read or listen to Chapter 9 of Sheltered and to complete the related journal questions or activities. March 3rd at 3:20 p.m. I think it was at 3:15 p.m. is the last day to turn in any missing or late work. Sorry. Your CS for today is, in class today, we will read or listen to the Chapter 9 of Shelter. We will also complete in that related journal questions or activities. After we finish working with our Shelter chapter of the day, you will have the rest of the class period to work on the journal or other missing work you haven't yet turned in. That's all for today. Have a good week. March 3rd. We're almost there, guys. Hello, you're halfway through the week. Your goal for today is to take vocab quiz 24. You should also be working and turn in to any missing work that you haven't turned in yet. Today is the last day I'll be accepting any late work. Your CS for today is, in class today, you should be taking the vocab quiz 24. You should also be working on and turning in any missing assignments you haven't turned in yet. Today's the last date I'll be accepting any late work. That's all for today. Enjoy the rest of your week. Wait, is that it? Yeah, I believe so. March 4th and 5th. Hello everyone, you made it through another week. We only have 2 more school days until spring break. Take a moment to pat yourself on the back and make it through 3/4 of this crazy school year. Your goal for today is to read or listen to Chapter 10 of Shelter to complete related journal questions or activities. Your CS for today is, in class today, we will be reading or listening to Chapter 10 of Shelter. Then we will complete the related journal questions or activities that go along with the Chapter 10. After that, you will have the rest of the class to work on or read silently. That's all for today. Enjoy your weekends. Yeah, spring break is almost here, guys. I cannot wait for it. Can't wait for spring break. Yeah, spring break is all coming around the corner. So, yeah, I'm gonna read about this right here. WW2 Aftermath and Impact of World War II notes. Human factor. Which country suffered the most total loss of human life? Loss of territory. What caused many nations controlled by Germany and Italy, France, Great Britain, and Japan to fight for independence after WW2? Changing the power of the United States. Who became POTUS after FDR died in the office? If you don't know what these stand for, go look it up. Think about it in the comments if you want to. Victory in Europe. What does VE Day stand for? When was VE Day? What type of surrender did Germany give? Hold on a minute. Somebody's following me. Yeah, it's one of my fans. I mean, if it's a stranger, then I on it. If it's like a stranger or something, then I'm just gonna like ignore it. I don't mind. If it's somebody that I don't know, then I'm just gonna say like, "Who are you?" Something like that. All those general stuff. I'm just gonna say, "Who are you?" If it's a different person, then if you're like a different person, if you're new, welcome. Welcome to my channel. My name is Quinn, and and I like to make videos for fun. So yeah. Economic prosperity. How did World War II help end the Great Depression? What allowed the U.S. to become the world's dominant economic power after World War II? Military superiority. Who were the only two remaining military superpowers after World War II? The atomic age. How did the use of the atomic bomb change the world as the years out followed? The atomic bombs. What was the name of the plane that carried the bombs? Which city was hit first? Which city was hit second? Which one that had the highest death toll? Victory over Japan. What does VJ Day stand for? When is it? Creation of the UN. What is the purpose of the UN? What are the permanent members of the UN Security Council? What powers do the Security Council have? All right. Let me know if you have any questions about this page or whatever. You don't have to ask, you don't have to you don't have to you know you don't have to do all of them. Like, your teacher can probably tell you this, but well, your teacher can probably tell you this, just so you know. Your social studies teacher only, even if I'm reminding you that I could read it for you so I can actually help for that kind of stuff. All right, have the ashes of Hiroshima. Have the ashes of Hiroshima taught the world anything? The world's first nuclear weapon was used in warfare 70 years on August 6, 1945 at precisely 8:15 a.m. That single bomb killed an estimated 140,000 people. It destroyed the Japanese city of Hiroshima. Witnessing the destruction, Robert Lewis, the co-pilot of the U.S. bomber Enola Gay, later wrote, "My God, what we have done." Oh my God, what we have done. That horror encapsulated by those words, by those many words, continues with the recent aid worldwide. Hiroshima and the subsequent bombing of Nagasaki on August 9th of 1945. The remained the only time atomic weapons of mass destruction have been used in conflict, and effectively brought World War II to an end. Lessons learned hold for 70 years. Odd Arne Westad, professor of U.S. Asia Relations at Harvard University, said that he believed the massive destruction, contamination of the humanitarian, and suffering from the attacks of Hiroshima and Nagasaki had an even broader impact, but successfully deterring the warring nations from using them again for nearly three-quarters of a century. The world became aware of the terrible consequences that was very significant. It is remarkable that in the 70 years since Hiroshima, nuclear weapons has never been used again, he told CNN. Most people for 1945 onwards would have expected nuclear weapons to be used in warfare reasonably soon after that. Yet almost 60 years of the Cold War passed without the use of the nuclear weapons, if it hadn't been for the lessons both the East and the West learned from Hiroshima. I don't think that would have happened. Yeah, definitely neither. Power play. Since 1945, when Japan surrendered to the U.S. forces, the nation has essentially based its economy and military on a pacifist constitution. Sorry, I'm tired, guys. I just rather sleep right now. I don't feel like I don't feel like doing anything today. Every time I stay at home, I feel bored. I usually sleep pretty much, but I don't really like staying at home very much. Not really. Yeah, let me know what you like. Do you like staying home or do you not like staying at home very much? Personally, I don't like it either. Most people hate it too. Recent moves by Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe and his ruling Liberal Democrat Party to change the constitution. Specifically, Article 9, so the so-called peace clause, have met with civil outrage. Jeff Kingston, director of Asian Studies, Temple University, Japan, and author of Nationalism in Asia since 1945, said the collective memory um, of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and its importance reason why this is powerful anti-war sentiment still exists. The Hiroshima Museum is the most visited site for school excursions, and every year at that time, the media is filled with stories about the nightmarish suffering the Hibakusha atomic bomb survivors who eloquently recount when they endured. They told CNN. He said these pacifist sentiments and distrust of any tampering with Article 9 cross age boundaries. Barefoot Gen is an iconic manga series targeting Yale that focuses on the horrific consequences of Hiroshima and warns against the militarism. In short, Never Again resonates powerfully with the Japanese. Article 9 has become a touchstone Japanese national identity, which explains why Prime Minister Abe has cratered in recent polls because his legislation on collective self-defense is seen as stealth revision of a pacifist constitution. Only 18% of the public supports of CSD, Kingston added. Alright, nervous neighbors. Any successful move by Japan to change its long-held pacifist stance, it's likely make its neighbors in the region nervous, and particularly at the time when China is actively reclaiming disputed the territory in South China Sea, souring its relations with Taiwan, Vietnam, Brunei, and Malaysia, and Philippines. In June, China accused the Philippines of roping in Japan over its consciousness. It can conclude the consciousness as well, with the contentious claims to be the Spratly Islands. Sorry about that. Also notes to the Chinese as Nansa, Japan too remains cautious about China's growing presence in a region of wary of the world's second biggest economy getting the stranglehold over vital shipping routes. Kingston says it's ironic that the public opposition to Abe's CSD indicates they are most worried about him and then the Chinese threat. Essentially, the public worries that somehow, somewhere, Japan will get dragged into some war at Washington's behest. So they distrust Abe's evasive explanations. Problematically, in the U.S., Abe's assures policymakers that CSD means Japan will be able to do much more in support of the alliance. While in Japan, he tries to convince people that CSD will have no real consequences, said Kingston. A pacifist nation with nuclear power. Japan currently imports 84% of its energy requirements. Before the Fukushima nuclear disaster on March 11, 2011, one-third of its electricity was generated for atomic energy, but after the catastrophe, caused by an earthquake and tsunami, all reactors in Japan were taken offline. That holding pattern could change in the near future. Last month, a World Nuclear Association report stated that 43 Japanese reactors were operable, and another 24 were in process of seeking government approval. Bradley of Hong Kong's City University Department of Asian International Studies said it highlights the dichotomy. This is a new word that I'm learning. So, dichotomy of lessons learned from August 6, 1945. Right. You could argue that the lessons learned for Hiroshima were somewhat mixed. Japan cannot arm itself with nuclear weapons, but needs to use nuclear energy in order to U.S. nuclear security guarantees. We will see widespread public opposition to any notion of Japan developing nuclear weapon capacity and the nation's reliance on nuclear energy, given the dangers laid bare by the tragic events of March 11th. Weapons of mass destruction. Although Hiroshima and Nagasaki are credited for steering the world away for nuclear war. Since 1945, US, Russia, UK, France, China, India, Pakistan, and North Korea, well, except some countries don't have that stuff, collectively conducted around 2,000 nuclear weapon tests. The Federation of American Scientists estimates there are now more than 17,000 nuclear warheads. Not the warheads candy, but I'm talking about the warheads in general. Nearly a quarter of those are classed as operational, in spite of attempts to prevent nuclear stockpiles. Harvard Lustad claimed there's an increasing proliferation of nuclear weapons, especially in those parts of the world with long-term conflict. The situation Lustad believes opens up the possibility of them being used again. The trouble with having weapons of mass destruction is that if you have got them, it will be tempting under certain circumstances to use them, he said. He pointed to nations experiencing long-term conflicts such as North Korea, Pakistan, India, and Israel as nations that fit this category. Alright, let me know if you have any questions for this page. I'm going to do one more assignment. Ashes and Lessons for Hiroshima Opinionator. Ashes and Lessons for Hiroshima Opinionator. Directions. Read each statement below and indicate whenever you agree, A, or disagree, D. Write your reasons for your opinion, as well as support with facts for the article, Have the Ashes for Hiroshima Taught in the World Anything? Or from class notes. You may complete this using bullet points. Here's a link for the article. You can click on that. After responding to the statements, create 2 of your own statements, opinions about the article, and support with facts for the reading or class. Alright. The devastation created by dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki have and will continue to deter warring nations for using them again. Your reason. Japan is a ticking time bomb of hostility, just waiting for the right time to unleash their forces on the world again at any moment. Japan cannot arm itself with nuclear weapons, but needs to use nuclear energy and rely on the U.S. security guarantees. Quote for the reading. If Japan had weapons of mass destruction available to them, they will be tempted to use them under certain circumstances. Now write 2 of your own statements with supporting facts about the article. Have the ashes of have the ashes of Hiroshima taught the world anything? write your own statement if you want to. You can add more clicks to it too. All right. If you guys have any questions about this page, or if you guys have any questions about other stuff in U.S. history, just let me know. You can contact your teacher. You can do all that. You can contact your teacher, all this stuff. Yeah, that's all the assignments I had to do for this part, and I'll see you guys on part 38.